I have a question.
What is my favorite dinosaur?
Yes, what's your favorite kind of
dinosaur?
Tad! Yes.
Tad is the but see
that is the correct answer.
But you know what the problem is with the T-Rexes? They can't masturbate. I still kind of feel really bad for them.
They figure it out.
Whenever you guys feel upset, just think of that. That a T-Rex can never masturbate.
Tad doesn't even have a bottom half. So
well, then he's totally screwed up now.
What about midgets?
That always seems to come up and
Do you know what a coven is?
We can ask Bob Ford to quantify that one for us. I have a coven. Did you see all the girls running around in my dresses? It's like, I'm fans. What? Yeah. Sweet.
Actually, I think I saw a Mandy one.
Alright.
Where did that fatty story come from, Mandy?
I don't know. That was something I specifically wrote for Pill Hill, I think, when it first came out, and I'd never written Flash before, and I started off writing a lot of Flash and short stories, and now I'm kind of working my way into bigger things. Yeah.
You don't remember though, like?
I used to be like 220 pounds at my heaviest in high school, and now I think you always run to like, I'll never be a size 7, I'll never be a size 7. Like I wasn't a size 7, it's possible to do it, but when at that time in your life, it's and it's gross. That's how I write. I like that at the end, the kind of punch with, that's how a lot of my subtle, creepy stuff is, I guess.
What are you working on now?
I have a zombie novel going on. Oh, and I have a novella, which is exciting. It's about Maple, and she's a Canadian-flavored escort. But she's actually a part of a bigger thing. She works for the Canadian Undercover Ninja Team, also known as Cunt. And instead of like the Magi, they run the Vagi, which was all started with Mary Magdalene because God wouldn't let her date Jesus Christ, so it all started back then, and she went, you know what, we're going to run this world. So they always say that, men run the world, but Maple and her group of covert escort ninjas, whatever they are. So that's the novella I got going on. I've got it's a new type of zombie novel. I say zombie because I'm not giving much away on that until it's done. And I have a bunch of other short stories coming out in differing anthologies, so just check my website, which is MandyDeGeit.com, and I'll have everything posted on there.
Don't you have a story for sale on Amazon?
Oh yeah. Hi, you might know me.
Tell us the story.
You might know me. Oh yeah. Let's talk about Tony.
Make us smile.
So the first, I'm also known as, someone called me the Paris Hilton of horror, because everybody knows about it, but I haven't really ever had anything come out. The first story I ever put out was She Makes Me Smile. And my friend I was all excited, it was just, I didn't know anything about the publisher. My friend told me to apply. I'm like, sure, it got accepted within like one day. I was so excited, and I get the book, and it's She Makes Me Smile. There's an apostrophe in the makes. Yeah. So and I flipped through, I'm like, okay, well, that's bothersome, a little retarded. And as I put my name's there, it's cool to see your name in the book. You're like, woo, whatever. So as I flip to the end of it, hello, thanks for joining us. I flipped to my story, and the story had been massacred. They changed, my characters were originally written about me and my roommate, who's a female. They changed one to a man, one to a woman. He added the thought of animal abuse. He added images of rape. So I flipped out, and I wrote it on Kelly's. She's like, blog about it, tell the world. So I did, and I woke up the next morning to like 30,000 blog hits or something absolutely mental like that. Gaiman had retweeted about me and said, like, I got overnight success. And now I'm glad other stuff is coming out because I had nothing before that. Everyone just knew me as that, and I'm like, no, I can write. So, so yeah,
so you're a troublemaker trying to be a writer.
Trying. Also, yeah, Living Dead Press, Undead Press, Open Casket Press. Don't buy anything from him. The guy's a moron. He just takes people's stories, changes them. And I'm not the first person this happened to. That's the other thing. People have lost novels to this guy. And oh yeah, like unbelievable, the outpouring of comments that I got back from people that it happened to as well. I just lost a short story to him. It wasn't a big deal. You can check out that one though. Kelly helped me edit it, and we've posted it on Amazon for 99 cents. And 50% of the proceeds that I can raise from it, because he pulled the Cavalcade of Terror book, all the people that are in there, I'm giving them a copy of the book because I went over 50, of course. Yay, my first book. So I'm giving them all a copy of the book, and I want to pay them for their story because it kind of got screwed over. The first rights went to this moron. So yeah, that's 99 cents on Amazon, and I'm going to be putting up. I was supposed to have chapbooks for sale, but I screwed up on a deadline because I'm really good at that. And but there's going to be I have a 10,000 word novelita, I like to call them. Novella, novelette, what is that?
Novelette. Novelette.
So that's called This Only Happens in the Movies, and that'll be up on Amazon as well for 99 cents. But if you see me at another con, I'll be at KillerCon, and I'll be at Amphicon. I will have the chapbooks there, and they'll be about $5 or so. Yay! Any more questions? I wasn't too fast, I don't think so.
You did awesome.
Kelly's
Very
been
good.
ripping on me and making me practice because I was so nervous, like I was freaking out. I'm like, I gotta go. I broke out in hives like 3 days before. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. She did really good. Head to toe hives. It was great.
It's terrible. I do know
She showed up.
sweat is leaking
She
off
showed
me
up
right
like,
now. I'm
look
so
at
glad
this.
this podium is here.
No, she came in late.
Get the baby powder.
Kelly heard it 4 times.
I would be
yesterday.
paste. It's all. I'd be all paste. It would be terrible. Like I can just feel it. Like
No, she was supposed to be second, so that Jacob.
no, I'm alone. I get a
But
whole
she's
hour to
alone.
myself.
So who else can we make do something? We have a whole room full of monkeys.
Mousy can read.
Hey, go read Black Oak Where.
You're like, whoa, what? You were just
I can't, seriously. Okay.
Whatever. We have time to kill. If you guys want, I have other stuff to read, but it's all upstairs.
What do you have, Mouse?